'05 Silverado 2500 HD. The ABS light is on constantly along with the brake light. So we're going to go through some things that are the most likely cause and see if we can't fix it. Number one is a grounding issue. You will find one of the grounds right here, which you can tell I've already cleaned and replaced. The second ground you will find right here, which you can tell I've also taken apart and cleaned. That is your first step. Step number two, remove the wheel. Remove your hubcap. This one had the fancy hubcap that you got to unscrew the fake nuts to get to the real ones. Now, in order to get to the sensor, to make sure it's clean and reading properly, we must take the brake rotor off. In order to do that, we must take the caliper off. This removes just the brake caliper, which is what squeezes the pads together. This part needs to come off also, and it comes off as a whole unit. In order to get that off, we must take these bad boys off. This bolt and this bolt. As you can tell, I have lubed the heck out of these in order to try to get them to break free, because from the factory they put tons of Loctite in there. A 13/16 wrench fits very nicely. Depending on how hard yours are, you should be able to tap them loose. And you just keep on going at this until they're loose enough to do by hand. If you happen to have an impact wrench, now might be a good time to try it out. Ta-da! See all that wonderful Loctite they put on there? So after you win that battle of getting those out of there, let me take this off. Set it up there. There is the sensor we're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and clean all around it first. Here, got a little Allen head on it. That just pulls straight up and out. It's got a long doodad on it, like that. See, there's not a whole lot of rust buildup on this one. There is a little. I'm just going to go ahead and clean that off. To be accurate reading, so we must make sure that this is flush and seated properly. I've got a wire wheel extension here. I'm just going to run that over there. There we go. I'll clean out any debris that went in there. So this is just a little magnetic sensor, and it's reading those teeth down in there when the wheel turns. Generate a small voltage that it can send to the computer. Let me get that put back in. Alright, now I put the beast back together. to run a nut on here. On the bottom side we like to flail out. Keep it just like that. Hold it tight for you. Brake pads back to the sides. Slide it over. And those monster bolts back in. Put some Loctite back on those bolts. So it's back to factory spec before you put them in. Nut off of there. Helper nut. Let the truck back down. And then go around, check them all. Pretty cat back on. So your truck has 2 of those sensors, so you're going to have to do this all over again on the other side to inspect it. Here is the connector for the speed sensor. If you wish to test it, you can undo this connector, put your voltmeter to it, and spin the wheel and see if you're getting voltage. That'll give you an idea if it's actually working or not, but it won't tell you if it's within spec. There's the ABS speed sensor. Next we'll show you where the computer module is for the ABS. And if that has a problem, what to do about it. Now mine, this model has the plug right here which plugs in at the same time. So we just press it on there, make sure it's sealed.